When you get locked in on one way of life, when you are only aware of one way of life, when you're only open to one way, you're limiting yourself immensely. And the level of clarity that comes to me when there is space around me is something that is priceless, something that I would never trade for anything else. Because this is what has allowed me to actually see how much being rigid or only being aware, having a limited level of awareness to your possibilities, to what is possible for you, is stifling your growth or has the potential to sort of keep you in a cycle that you do not wish to be in and that does not feel fulfilling in your life. So, for example, you could be in a place that is so majestic, right? Like here, I'm in Oregon. It is absolutely majestic here. No matter where you go, it is a beautiful sight. But there are certain places where you will find the depth of the beauty, the depth of this energy that is so nourishing. It charges your body, it charges your physical body, your spiritual body, it charges your energy, right? As we are one with this earth, as our biological makeup is perfectly designed to be charged by the earth, by the sun, and by all of these elements, right? It's a need. The deeper I go into these places, the more I am able to see how beautiful it can really get. And that's surprising to me because here I am, like, how much more beautiful could it be? How much more wonderful could it be? You know, I'm good here. I don't need to go to another mountain. I always come here. I'm always on this mountain. I know this mountain. Butte, whatever you want to call it. And I don't get sick of it because it's gorgeous and because it feels so good and because it's familiar. And that's what I'm kind of getting at, is that you being attached to what is familiar, to familiarity, or being closed to something that is beyond what is familiar could very well be the reason why you might feel stagnation in your body. If all you have known is a single mountain or a single trail, and you're afraid to go beyond that, but you feel this inner calling, this pulling, you feel like something's missing, realize that the world, as small as the world is, it's also very big. And there is magnificent things for you to see and to experience. And even though it wasn't written in a book, and even though it wasn't perfectly tailored and curated for you personally through somebody like myself who has words and ideas and life experience to share and to reflect to you, to assist you, to help you process, there are answers that will come to you here or in those places beyond your frame of awareness, beyond what is familiar, beyond what is comfortable, that you could never get otherwise. It is not necessary for you to be anywhere in particular. Those answers are within you. But to understand your interconnectedness with your environment. Your environment is shaping you in a very deep and real way. So you must, even if it's uncomfortable, go beyond your frame of awareness and be mind blown by this. Allow yourself to witness how magnificent life is, how magnificent you are. And understand that your body, your physical vessel might fight you, your mind might fight you through this process, but you are not your body, you are not that. You have to be the commander. And if you truly think, if you have a thought pattern that is saying, well, there's nothing for me, there's nothing else, I don't have access to anything, understand that that thought is what is keeping you from witnessing what is right under your nose. what is right under your fingertips. Remove that thought. When the thought comes up, well, there's nothing else for me, or I need to go far away to some faraway land to figure out that I'm in the most magnificent place. You don't need to go anywhere. You're attuned to a vibration, to a frequency that's only allowing you to see what feels limited, what feels like not enough. As soon as you rid yourself of this not enoughness, you will realize that right down the road, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right around the corner, there's somebody dying to meet somebody just like you who wants to give you a ride. You have access. Your access is not limited to your material world. You have access from within. You must attune. And before you can attune and align, you have to understand this. You have been programmed into a certain state of thinking and being. So you have to be open to abandoning that, or perhaps letting it go gracefully and lovingly if that's what you need. Because abandonment is a thing. Like, sometimes abandoning certain parts of ourselves can feel extremely scary if we have abandonment wounds. I know what that is. So you can just kind of mother yourself or father yourself or sweetly speak to yourself. Think of somebody who sweetly speaks to you and talk to yourself that way. Start telling yourself, like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry, you got this. Talk yourself through the process of going through what you're going through. Become an active participant in your journey towards more of what you wish to experience, towards a fulfilling life. You don't have to be constantly healing. The healing will occur naturally. But this is a process. You're not waiting for a later time. You're not waiting for some kind of grand occurrence. This is a process. This is also a pattern of thinking that you have to go through. You have to complete this task in order to finally be at the pinnacle. You have to get the signature in order to finally be there, to have arrived. You're not arriving. This is your life. This is it. Why are we grateful for this? Why is this so wonderful? What is the not so wonderful things teaching me that is so wonderful? Do not wait for a later time to feel like you have more than enough, and do not think that you need to go somewhere else to receive what is already inside of you and all around you. Easier said than done when you are in a compromised environment. I understand that. But you have adapted. You must. You're going to be uncomfortable. I've been in uncomfortable environments and situations. But I'm grateful to have adaptability as a part of my being here. There's so much more. There's so much more in your experience, in your lived experience right now. There's people who never leave their town. They never leave where they're at because they're happy there. Not because they failed or didn't do what they should have done or none of that. No, because you see the value in where you are. Expand it even further. Realize what you love to do where you are at. Appreciate it even more. I challenge you to appreciate it even more. This is going to dissolve all of these false narratives that you're depressed, that you're anxious, that you're this, that you're that. If you're stagnant, you're going to get depressed. If you're stagnant, if your energy is not moving, you're going to be anxious. You're going to feel some type of way. So, yeah, that is all. I must go. I have somewhere to be. But I really appreciate you. And, yeah, just have fun.
Negative and positive colliding, but I'm going to keep my vision in really wanna try it, then you know that I can maybe keep so present in my own life, my essence. You know that I'm really spreading. I really love every single message that I got inside this life. This shit's kind of reckless. And yes, it is a blessing. I can't try to give you this introspecting. Yeah, I find my own reasons why I'm living this. You should do your own things. Individualistic ways of how we live in it. Yeah. I'm on my own pace. Baby, tell me, is you living yet? Yeah. I'm on my own pace. Baby, tell me, is you really living yet?
Yeah, I'm like, is you really living yet? Hands out, but is you really giving yet? Yeah, talk this, talking that, but I'm looking like, is you really living that? Either if you're talking about
handstands, I mean push-ups today, and one handstand with the pink shirt.
Get it, Lorian. Ready?